Hey everybody, welcome to what I think is going to be our second to last art project for the year. And this one's a pretty fun one because there's not, oops, sorry about the chair. There's not a lot of examples I can give you and talk about. This is pretty much all you all the time. But you can look up other things for help on this project. And feel free to go to Google and even use your own references if you have them in your home. But what you're going to be doing is you are going to be creating your own can of soda. So this is going to be a project that you get to be in charge of every little bit of the project. Now there are some goals and some things I want you to accomplish with this. So first, let me talk about what we need to have based on the document I gave you. If you can, print out the document. It gives you the two outlines for the cans, the one for the front and one for the back of the can. It also I give you a little bit of room to write the name of your soda and also the flavor of it. I'd like to know, if you crack this thing open, what's going to be the taste that's going to be coming at you, all right? And then the name of the soda, you can do something funny or silly or something serious if you really are passionate about being a future product designer for something. This is right up your alley if you have interest in doing that, all right? If you cannot print this out, I want you to put this up on your computer and draw these basic shapes. And as you can see, it's just basically a rectangle with a couple of small trapezoids, another rectangle, trapezoid and a rectangle. But as you can see, they are much larger than my hand. And here's a standard can of soda, and you can see the size difference. So if you're gonna have to draw this because you can't print it, and you need to draw it on a blank sheet of paper, you have to draw it this big. As you can see, my paper's sideways, and the bottom and top are not even a thumb space away from both the top and bottom. So draw it really large, all right? I want to be able to see. So if you draw it small, I'm sending it back. I want this large so it's easier to see. Now you notice on the drawing that there are two outlines, one for the front of the can and one for the back. This is the front. The front is considered what the main logo and design you're going to have. All right, so that's what's going to go on right here. The back of the can is the nutritional facts or information. Now you can see that I have a can of Diet Mountain Dew. They put the logo back down on that side. So if you have a really cool logo, you can put it down on the other back side as well, but have it be small. Here is all of the ingredients. That is not necessary whatsoever. What you might want to do is actually just make up your own nutritional fact box with all these items in there. So if you have a can of soda, you might want to look at this for a reference. I definitely would do that because there's a lot of information in here that needs to be in this box. Nutritional facts, serving size, calories, fat, sodium, carbohydrates, protein, and then there's not a significant source of other nutrients in this soda. All right? So there's information. This information you don't need to worry about. All right, the ingredients. Don't worry about that stuff. So if you got a really cool design, what you want to do is you want to be able to use your ability to write text, words, letters, things like that. So if you are really fancy with writing cool fonts and different lettering styles, try that out. A lot of soda cans, they draw it at an angle or straight across, or they might have it wavy going in other directions. Now, one of the things, though, is you need to make sure that this logo you're going to put on here in this design, the words you're going to put on need to be readable by yourself, me, and anybody else who might be looking at it. So make sure that your lettering that you put on here is nice and readable. Likewise, on the back of the can, right here, when you put your nutritional facts, write that nice and neat too. Like the best handwriting that you can do, and all printing, no cursive. All right, that's where that goes right there. So your goal is to create your own can of soda. So you might actually want to think about the flavor of the soda first because you can incorporate that into here. Like if you had some fruit flavored soda, you can incorporate the look of the fruit that it tastes like into your design. You can make your lettering look 3D. You can make it look flat. You can put values. Like this Mountain Dew can has all sorts of triangular designs all around it. And actually the designs go all the way around the back of the can until the printing stopped right there. So you have a lot of options about what you can do. And I'm not even giving you an example, because normally if I give an example for this, a lot of students copy what I do. I don't want you to copy. I want you to be creative on your own. But please, if you don't know where to start, look up some different companies of soda makers, and you can look up to see what type of lettering that they do, what colors do they use. Most soda creators on their cans and bottles will use bright colors. Excuse me. They want something eye-popping, because you have to remember, if you're walking into a gas station and you wanted to go grab a soda, a lot of times soda makers, they want to grab your eye because there's hundreds of different types of soda there, and they want you to pick theirs. So you want something that's flashy and eye-catchy, and something that really has some cool design qualities about it. All right, our eyes pick out a lot of cool things, especially with bright colors. So our goal for this is to create your own soda from scratch, your own logo, your own can. You can use any coloring tool that you want for it. Then that's the front of the can right there. Back of the can, there it is. Nutritional information. You can have part of the logo stretch around the box. You can put the logo on the back. Okay, all that information nice and readable as much as possible, as well as the logo of the can when you do the lettering. Make sure you also put the name of your soda over here, in case if this is a little hard to read due to different lettering style. Print it over on the side to make sure that I can understand what it is. And then also, what is the flavor choice that you're doing? Are you doing a cola? Are you doing like a Dr. Pepper, like a cherry cola type mix? Are you doing a fruit flavored soda? You need to choose what is going to be the flavor of your soda. All right, so full color. Don't leave white unless you have to. Please don't. White is not the most intriguing thing to put on there. It's not very interesting, and the paper's already white. So try to splash in a lot of color. All right, so goals. Full color design. Don't skimp on this. Full color. The name of the soda can be read. I want to be able to read it by me and by yourself as well. Nutritional information should be added to the back, so make sure that you put the nutritional information on there as well. Really nice handwritten. Big if you can't print it. So if you can't print this out, friends, and you have to draw it on a piece of paper, I can tell you that it's got to be large. That's a standard can of soda. It's 1 inch lower and 1 inch taller than it. It's got to be big. I want to be able to see it, so if you draw it small, I'm sending it back. Also, last tip, please look at a can of soda for help, whether you have it at your home or you can find something on the internet like Coca-Cola or Pepsi or Mountain Dew or any of the hundreds of sodas that are out there. Look to get some ideas about what to come up with, all right? So many of you are probably going to enjoy this one, since there's not a whole lot of borders or parameters for this, meaning that you can just kind of free draw this how you want to. But remember, I want you to think, this is a company that is asking you to make up a brand new soda for their company, and you're in charge of designing everything and picking out the flavor and the name and the design. You're in charge of it. So we want this to look really good and really clean. All right, so good drawing is very, very important. Excellent coloring is very, very important. Also, catchy name, good flavor. Think about all those things. And this project is only a 1-part project. So now that you got this video, you can actually start and finish it and send it to me back on Seesaw when you can. Like I said, this is the second to last project. I got 1 more to do, and then I believe we are done for the year. So if you've got other old projects to catch up on, please make sure you get them in before the end of the year. Otherwise, I cannot give you credit for them. So make sure that you are keeping up with what we need. All right? So good luck on your potential soda design for fun. Get out there, enjoy it, have fun, and be sure that you put your absolute best into this one. I think you guys are really going to like this. Good luck and have fun.